Man, time flows by really quickly. Hi guys, thank you so much for coming to my channel. This is Sonia. And today we're going to talk about the 2025 Bingo Our Fantasy Bingo card, and let's see if I did it or not. I am going to pull up Our Fantasy Bingo 2025. I'm going to pull up the card and we're going to kind of figure out if I did it. So over here, I will have a picture of my finished one because I don't have a lot of the books that I used. So I'm just going to use the card. So the first prompt was Knights and Paladins, and I think hard mode was um and hard mode was a character has an oath or a promise to keep. I got hard mode. I did Storm of Swords by George R. R. Martin. So you can either consider Jaime Lannister. He is a knight. Like the Golden Knight. I can't remember what his status is. Or you can also call the Night's Watch. They are what I would consider knightly, something like in that realm. And then I did a Hidden Gem, a book with 100 ratings on Goodreads. New releases and arcs from popular authors do not count. And then I did Kingdom Hearts 2. The novel version. It came out way past 5 years ago, so that would be considered hard mode. And then a book published in the 80s, I used Mercedes Lackey. The first book, which is the Magic's Pawn. What was the hard mode? Written by, oh, no, I didn't get a hard mode on this. I do not believe she is an author of color. There is not a picture of her in this. So I'm going to guess not. Put authors' pictures on books if possible, please. Thank you. And then, for high fashion, read a book where clothing, fashion, or fiber arts are important to the plot. This can be crafty main characters, such as torn by, I don't know, or setting where fashion itself explored like a mask of mirrors. Hard mode, the main character makes clothes or fibers. So I picked Sunrise and the Reaping. I think she would be a sub character, so I didn't get hard mode on that. But what is her name? The woman that makes clothes for the contestants. I can't think of her name right now. Okay, Down with the System. Read a book in which the main plot revolves around disrupting a system. Hard mode, not a government. No. I did read Iron Gold by Pierce Brown, but I would not say that was for hard mode because it's still like a government identity. And then I did Impossible Places. Read a book and set in a location that would break physics, the geometry, the volume, bigger on the inside. I would say I did hard mode. At least 50% of the book takes place. And I said Zodiac Academy. They do magic. I would say that's an impossible place. And you have to, like, earn your way there. So, number 7 is A Book in Parts, Alloy of Law by Brandon Sanderson. Let's see if I've got hard mode on this. This is a really tiny book. Prologue. What part is that? Let's say, okay, so I have part 2. So there's parts. What's hard mode? 4 parts. Part 3. More than 4 parts. Nope, does not do hard mode. Okay, cool. And then Gods and Pantheons, read a book featuring divine beings, hard mode. I didn't get hard mode, but I did read The Dragon Republic by Arfon. She has the power of one of the gods, but it's not multi-pantheons. Last in a series, read the final entry in a series. The series has 4 more books. It's just a trilogy. I finally finished the Atlas 6 with the Atlas Complex. Book or book club read-along book. I've read Light from the Unknown Stars, by Rikia Okaya. I didn't get hard mode. I just read the book. Hard mode was you had to participate in a readathon with a book club with it. And then parent protagonist. Read a book where the main character has a child to care for. The child does not have to be there biologically related to the character. The child is also a major character. And I did get hard mode because I did pick The Witcher, A Time of Contempt, and Geralt takes care of Ciri in that. So I counted that. And the book must a book with diary entries, letters, newspaper clippings, transcripts, hormone. I picked 5 Broken Blades. I don't own the book anymore, so I'm going to say no. A Curse Carved in Bone. I got published in 2025. Really easy on that one. And then for an author of color, I picked The Rise of Kyoshi. Yeah, I didn't find horror in that, so. And then small press or self-published. So I did the last request, which is kind of like a historical fiction book, but that's all I could find, like, that I owned. And then by Punk, I picked Scythe. Yeah, there's technology in that, so I didn't get that. Elves or Dwarves. The Deal with the Elf King. Yeah, the main character is an elf. Oh yeah, I got hard mode for that too. I didn't try to do hard mode, guys. I just tried to do what needed to be done per thing. And then I had a LGBTQI protagonist. I did Bury Your Bones in the Midnight Soil. Such as person of color. No, did not do hard mode. They're vampires, and I believe they're all white. Okay, and then I did the short stories, which I did January's by Olivia Blake. That was a short story collection. And then Stranger in a Strange Land, I did City of Gods and Monsters. No, she is not an immigrant or a refugee, so I did not do hard mode on that. Recycle Bingo Square. I don't remember what I picked for this. So I did it. I used Fire in the Sky, so and then I did a cozy. I don't think the author was new to me because I think that is book. So, but it's The Girl from the Other Side. I used that for that. And generic title, Broken Souls and Bones. Title contains more than one bone, broken. Yeah, I did do hard mode. Not a book. I watched Black Clover. It's an anime. And then I just used One Piece. I didn't do hard mode to do pirates. I was like, I must have read some type of One Piece. I'm always reading One Piece. So yeah, I did it. This was my second year. The first year I did not complete this. The second year I just kind of skirted on by with the pirates, and I was like, One Piece? Did I read One Piece? And I was like, yes, I did. Okay, so yeah. So I think we are getting the new board, I think in April, if I'm not mistaken. But once I see the board, I will make a TBR, and then we'll see how we go. But I don't know what my TBR was originally, so I didn't watch back what I picked originally, but I feel like I did pretty good this year. If you participate in our fantasy readathon, let me know below if you were successful, not successful, somewhat there. What are you are you interested in maybe participating next year if you didn't participate in this year? Let me know all the things down below, and thank you for following my journey with this. I know I've had a few videos kind of discussing kind of where I am with my goals and everything. So if you've watched this and then you're like, I just want to know if she did it, I did it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.